Alright guys, well, another day. We're still, well, it snowed. So that's really nice. We got, I think, somewhere around 4-5 inches of snow. So we're gonna get back to this. I think you've seen the other day I was working on it and started painting it. Wasn't sure if it's gonna work, but I think it is. Kind of like how it looks. But I need to go get more paint because I, ran out of paint. But before we get doing too much of this stuff and going getting more paint and whatnot, I gotta go scrape some snow. Haven't done that for a while. Not a lot, just got a few drifts and stuff that would be better to go ahead and get cleaned up, just for this reasoning of having it cleaned up. Scrape it away from some of the sidewalks and doors. And we should be good to go. So let's go see what we can do there. Alright, well, we got the snow pushed. Still a little bit up and around the edges, but it's okay. Not a lot of snow, although it did make a nice little pile over there. But this way, we aren't fighting too much ice and a lot of melt there. Because this is some really wet snow. Kind of hard to shovel. But that's okay. We haven't had this kind of wet snow and, oh man, it's been a while. This is really good. There's a lot of moisture here, which is good for the crops. Most of it ended up in the field. It didn't blow away too bad. Because we did have a little bit of wind. So even better. I love that fact. Sorry, my eyes are still adjusting. It's bright when it snows. But now that that's done, we can get back to working on this and get this all painted up. We'll maybe even get this finished painted. We might end up working on the combine. We'll kind of just see how the day goes. I gotta go get more parts and stuff. Then we'll be good to go. All right, let's get to it. All right, we're back. We got paint, blue paint. Hopefully it'll work. Not quite mixed up yet. We'll mix it and paint it. Hopefully it all works. I'm hoping. Make sure it's got a good, strong coat on it. Well, there's one done. We'll see, let it dry. We might have to go back over it again. I don't think so. I mean, why make something look so nice that we'll never see again once I put the tanks on? But hopefully this will at least stop the rust. It's supposed to have something in it to paint over rust or help stop it. So really should probably paint the whole thing, honestly, but I'm not worried about that. The rest of it will be fine, but mostly under that tank where all the water and stuff just kind of sits there, it'd be better to have it because that's a thin piece of metal, and just do something to make it last longer. That's the main goal here. But let's get to the other one and get it done and get it done. It's a big area. My hand hurts. It's okay. We'll get it done. Alright, well there they are. Got them painted. Looks pretty sharp actually. I don't think I'll need to paint it again, but I don't know, I can tell this one that was spray painted on looks pretty good. So it probably is pretty good. That one though, it was already kind of bleeding through a little bit, so I might have to paint it again. I don't know, I just want to make sure I get a good solid coat, cover it as well as possible. If I'm doing it, I might as well make sure it's done and last as long as possible, but at least it looks good. At least I think it looks nice. Yeah, the rest of it needs to be rest of it really needs to be painted, but I'm not too worried about that part so much because, well, if I do need to paint it, I can always come back and paint it. Whereas once I get the tanks on, that part's kind of done. And that's the part that will have water and moisture sitting there, honestly, almost year round. So, better to go ahead, and I think we're getting one step closer. Makes me happy. But we'll let it dry. We'll come back. Probably will come back another day and get it, but one step closer to being able to put the tanks on. Makes me happy. So we'll see. We might start working on the combine, or we might go find other projects. Anyway, as far as it goes, we're gonna worry about that another day. All right, we're back. See if it dried. Seems like it did. Looks pretty good. I think I need to go ahead and give it another coat just to make sure. It's a little sticky. Odd. But we should be fine to give it another coat. Giving it the allotted amount of time, but it did bleed through a little bit, but I think another coat will get a real good amount of paint on it that maybe it won't rust for a while. It's my theory anyways, and I'm gonna stick to it. So let's go ahead and get set up for that. And we'll maybe have enough, it'll get dried enough that later this afternoon we'll maybe get the tanks on it. Should be able to. I don't think that should be a problem. I hope not. I don't know. We'll see. I got basketball games later this afternoon, so who knows? Anyway, let's go ahead and get it done. So we're just done with that part of it. Looks good. Kind of looks shiny. Looks new. As long as you don't look at the, rest of it. Just look at the top parts. Yeah. All right, let's do it and get her going. All right, guys, well, second coat's on, it's drying. It's gonna take probably a day before we can get the tanks put on it. So we'll just let it sit and dry good before we put anything on it. And that way maybe it will last longer, but it looks good. I think the second coat was good. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have messed with it at all, painting it, but it does look nicer at least. And hopefully it will stop the rust for a while. Probably won't permanently do it, but maybe enough that I won't ever have to mess with it again. Probably not, but... Or maybe my boys will be old enough and they can do it and I can watch them. Maybe that's how we should look at this. But nope, it looks good. Everything looks good. Wait a couple days. Probably be a couple days anyways. They're talking snow again. About the same that we got the last time. This last go around. So hopefully we get that. But for now, I think this project is on hold. So not a whole lot going on with this one. In this video, but you did get to see a little bit of snow being pushed. So that was probably fun for you. Maybe not. But anyways, thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. And we'll see you in the next one.